Knife? Enough.
Can everyone see?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, I want you all to remember, this stuff is to be treated with respect. Respect, yes? Very good. On the other hand, if you know what you're doing... No, it's all right. It's not delicate. You can knock it around as much as you like. Play football with it if you feel like it.
They will not be playing football with it, Hannay.
Probably just as well. It costs the earth. But it's not fragile. Not until you couple it with one of these. Fuse.
Fuse.
Thank you. I think 2 inches will do it. And we only need a tiny portion of this. You can mold it quite easily. You see? Warm it between your hands, like this. And then the fuse goes in about 1/2 inch. And now all we need is a match. Anyone? Come on, where's your sense of adventure? Jonas, can you oblige?
Right. Here.
Well, go on, man.
Right.
Beautifully done. Now, you'll need to know exactly how long these fuses take to burn right down. I want you to experiment with different lengths. You understand? Well, come on, do you understand? Excellent. Well, that just about wraps up this little demonstration.
Hannay.
What? Oh, right, yes. Gentlemen, watch and remember. It's the latest thing. It's called lentonite. And a tiny fragment of it can do this!
I do wish you wouldn't do things like that.
10 times more effective than a lecture, Jonas. I'll bet you a drink there won't be a single accident once they're working with the stuff.
I still wish you were going to be here to supervise.
And cramp your style? No, I need a change. Besides, 30-odd years is too long not to see the old country.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the trip.
Enjoy it? Oh, man. I plan to have the time of my life. You, sir!
What the devil?
Queen Anne's Gate.
Get your hands off me!
For the love of God, Queen Anne's Gate, where is it?
Please!
No! Miss! It's life and death, Queen Anne's Gate.
It's that way, third right.
Thank you, thank you.
Hold that man!
Oh, dear God!
Don't let him get away!
Go ahead! Let go of me, you damned idiots!
Oh, no, you don't!
That's it. Well held.
What's he done, sir?
Done. He kidnapped me, stole my car. Don't you know who this is?
Jopley, shut your mouth!
It's Richard Hannay, the Portland Place murderer.
Miss me!
Help! Please!
Will you shut up?
Oh!
Get him!
Go on! Keep away from me! Keep away! I got a gun! That's better. If anyone tries to follow me, I'll kill them!
Yes, sir.
Sir Walter, I must see him.
I hardly think that appropriate.
What?
Go round to the kitchen. There may be some scrap.
For God's sake, man. Tell him it's about the 39 steps.
Of course. Come inside, sir. Sir Walter is expecting you.
The 39 Steps by John Buchan. Dramatised in 2 parts by Bert Coules. Episode 1. London, the 13th of June, 1914.
Come in, sir. Come in.
Sir Walter.
Sit down, man. Sit down.
Thank you.
I take it your name is Twisdon.
No.
Oh?
Yes, it is.
It's a wise conspirator who remembers his own name.
Look, the police.
Jenkins will deal with all that.
I have the most amazing story to tell you. It's vital you believe me. Vital.
All in good time.
What?
You've been on the run, what, 3 weeks?
Yes.
I dare say another hour won't make too much difference.
It could. Constantine Karolides.
What about him?
Is he here yet? Is he in the country?
He arrives tomorrow.
Oh, then I'm in time. Thank God. Thank God.
Well, if that's out of the way, I think you could do with a bath, a shave, and some decent clothes, and Jenkins will organize something for your leg.
My leg? Oh, sorry.
Don't be. The carpet will clean up easily enough. Suppose we meet for dinner in, say, 3/4 of an hour.
Dinner would be good.
I thought it might be. And then you can tell me your tale. And don't worry. In this house, you're perfectly safe.
Safe. Thank you. Thank you.
Nothing like a spot of Wagner to aid the digestion.
Not my taste, I'm afraid.
Oh? Not to worry. Now, you sort yourself out one of those. And I'll see to the brandies. Then you can tell me your story.
I hardly know where to begin.
Please, wait till we've got our drinks.
Very well. But at least let me thank you.
No thanks are necessary. I've merely done what my godson asked me to do. Look out for a man called Twisden, with news of the 39 steps, and treat him kindly. Here.
Kindly hardly covers it. Your very good health.
And yours. Now, Mr. Hannay.
You know my real name?
Of course, and a good deal else besides. So, Mr. Richard Hannay, according to my godson, you can tell me a tale to really wake me up. I hope he wasn't exaggerating. Here.
Thanks. Well, you must judge for yourself. But no, I don't think he was. I must ask you another question before I start.
Then please do so.
By God, that's good. Right. Do you know what the 39 steps are?
No, I've no idea.
Damn. I was really hoping. Well, no matter. Perhaps between us we can work it out. Well, I'm a mining engineer. I live and work in South Africa.
You were born in Scotland, January the 8th, 1877. Your father was also an engineer. You and he emigrated to Bulawayo following the death of your mother when you were 6 years old.
Good God.
You fought in the Boer War, served for a time as an intelligence officer at Delagoa Bay. You are unmarried and have no living relatives.
Very impressive.
Thank you. And my apologies. I don't often get the chance to show off the efficiency of my department. Now, your story, Mr. Hannay.
Yes, right. Right. Well, I suppose it really begins 3 weeks ago. I'd made a decent enough pile back home, and I thought I'd have some time off and enjoy life. It didn't quite work out the way I planned.
So I gathered.
No, that's not what I mean. This was before all that. I'm talking about the fact that England bored me out of my mind. I thought England was going to be like the Arabian Nights, full of every sort of diversion you could imagine. The truth was, I was fed up with it inside a week. The weather made me liverish, the talk of the ordinary Englishman made me sick, and I couldn't get enough exercise. The amusements of London seemed to me about as flat as soda water that's been standing in the sun. You know that feeling of isolation when everyone around you is having a ball and you're not? Well, by God, I had it that night. I'd had my fill of theatres and race meetings and restaurants and sightseeing, and I suppose I thought an old-fashioned music hall might be different. I was wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, with your kind attention and permission, I have the honour to present one of the most remarkable men in the world. Every day he commits to memory 50 new facts and remembers every one of them. Facts from history, from geography, from newspapers, from scientific books. Test him, please, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Memory! I ought to add that Mr. Memory has left his brain to the British Museum.
Hooray.
A question, please. Who was the last British heavyweight champion of the world? Bob Fitzsimmons. He defeated Jim Corbett, heavyweight champion of America, at Carson City, Nevada, in October 1897. He was then 34 years of age. Am I right, sir? Quite right. Another question, please. How long's the derby? 1 mile, 4 furlongs and 10 yards. Increased from 1 mile in 1784. Am I right, sir? You're right! Another question, please.
Now come along, ladies and gentlemen. Surely someone has a question.
Why am I so bored with London?
When a man is tired of London, sir, he is tired of life. Dr. Samuel Johnson, 1709 to 1784. Am I right, sir?
I hope not.
Now, a serious question, please.
Ew, where's my old man been since last Friday?
I'd taken a flat in a new block near Portland Place. I was as bored with it as I was with everything else. The thought of staying any longer at that ghastly music hall was even less appetizing. So I went back home. It was normally a quiet sort of area, but it wasn't that night.
I'm sorry, sir, you can't go in there.
What the devil do you mean? I live here.
It's just for the minute, sir, while they bring down the body.
Someone died?
Suicide, sir, gent on the top floor.
Good Lord.
Did you know the deceased, Mr...
Hannay. No, I wouldn't say I knew him. We said hello on the stairs, that sort of thing. Captain something or other.
Digby.
That's it.
Yes, Captain Theophilus Digby, 40th Gurkhas, presently home on leave. And you are Mr... Hannay.
Do they always call in the police when someone tops himself? Surely you've better things to do.
A crime's a crime, sir. Oh, speak of the devil. Stand back now, ladies and gentlemen, please. There's nothing to see.
He was wrong. There was plenty to see. Oh, the 2 ambulance men carrying the stretcher were ordinary enough, and so was the body covered with its sheet. What wasn't ordinary was the thick red stain still soaking through the cotton. It covered an area about the size of a football, exactly where the dead man's face used to be. Dear God.
Yes, full in the face from both barrels. I ask you, what drives a soul to do that, eh? All clear, Charlie? All clear, sir. Right, you can go in now, sir. Sir?
Oh, sorry. Yes, thank you. Wonder why he did it.
No way of telling, sir, till we found the note.
Note?
Oh, there's always a note, sir. Then we'll know. Unhappy in love, lost his fortune, dishonoured the family name. Well, we get all sorts. Just plain bored, some of them.
I think I decided there and then to clear out and get back to the veldt. Or somewhere in Europe, maybe. Berlin, or Vienna, perhaps. And these things seem to be happening over there, if you could believe what you read in the papers. I would have done it too, but for what I saw when I went into my flat. Good God! You're looking remarkably healthy. For a dead man.
Close the door. Close it! Now lock it.
Would you mind awfully telling me what all this is about?
In a minute. I want you to look down into the street. See if there's anyone still loitering.
I think they've all gone in. Show's over and all that.
All of them? Make sure. Careful! For the love of heaven!
You know, the last few times we spoke, I could have sworn you had an English accent.
Morning, old man. Frightful weather again.
So it is you, then. I was beginning to wonder about identical twins.
It's me, Franklin P. Scudder, at your service. Well?
Deserted. No. About that explanation.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry about this. It's a mighty liberty, but you look like the sort of man who would understand.
So you decided to burgle my flat?
I'm no burglar. Will you hear me out?
Yes, I'll listen to you. But that's all, I'll promise.
That's all I ask. Look, could I have a drink? Dying kind of takes it out of a guy.
So I see. Help yourself.
Thank you.
Now, why don't you just take a seat and relax?
Relax? You think I'm mad? Well, I'm not. Not yet. Okay, I'll sit down for you.
That's better.
Now, I've been watching you. I reckon you're a cool customer. An honest man, too, if I'm any judge. I'm gonna confide in you.
I'm flattered.
This is serious, damn it. I need help worse than any man ever needed it. And I want to know if I can count you in.
Oh, get on with your yarn and I'll tell you.
Right. First off, what do you do for a living?
I'm an engineer. What about you? On the stage, are you?
What do you know about international politics?
Next to nothing.
Damn. No, never mind. It might not matter.
Well, that's a relief.
I said this is serious.
Then get on with it, man.
Right, yes, okay. Suppose I ask you this. Just who's running things, do you think?
What do you mean?
Just what I said. Who's running the show? In Europe, say.
Well, the politicians, of course.
Now that is just where you're wrong, my friend.
Who do you say, then? The military? The armies?
Listen to me, Hannay. This could be the most important thing you ever hear in your whole life. You want to know who's running the whole shooting match? Well, I'll tell you. It's the Jews.
And after that, I couldn't shut him up. He spouted off a whole barrage of nonsense about high finance and about capital having no conscience and no fatherland. According to Scudder, it was the Jews who were behind every German business you'd ever heard of. Then he got started on anarchists and secret societies and how they were all planning to set Europe by the ears and make a fortune buying up the wreckage. I tell you, you've never heard anything like it.
Actually, yes, I have. I've sat through that recital more than once.
You've met Scudder?
Several times. If you could cut through the prejudices, he'd a shrewd head on his shoulders. What did you think of his story?
I thought he was stark raving mad.
And then, sir, I got the first hint of it. The first faint stirrings of their plans.
What plans? Whose plans?
I was staying at an inn in the Tyrol. It was just a chance remark, just something I wasn't supposed to hear, but it set me inquiring. Oh, yes. I collected my other clues in a fur shop in Buda, in a strangers' club in Vienna, and a little bookshop off the Racknistrasse in Leipzig. I found the final piece of evidence 10 days ago in Paris. Then I had to disappear. So Captain Digby was born.
But what is it you discovered? What is this terrible secret?
You still don't believe me. You think I'm off my head.
I said I'd listen, and that's what I'm doing. But I want the whole story, not just bits and pieces.
Oh, they'll not succeed. Oh, no, not while I'm alive to stop them. Not while Franklin P. Scudder knows the wheels of their whole business. The 15th of June. That's when it all happens.
When all what happens? You're not making any sense, man.
I can't tell you.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
It's too dangerous. Take another look in the street, will you?
I think it's time you were leaving.
No. Throw me out now, they'll get me for sure. You've got to trust me.
You break in here, you give me this cock and bull story, and then you clamp your jaws. Why the devil should I believe a word of it? Now, are you going, or do I throw you out?
All right. All right. I'll tell you this much.
That's better.
Have you ever heard of the Black Stone?
No, I haven't. What is it?
It's a secret organization of Prussian spies.
Oh, come on. The Black Stone. It's like something out of a penny dreadful.
This is true, I swear it. And believe me, you don't want to run into them. And Hannay, they're here right now in England.
Do you know their names?
They change their names like you change your shirts, their faces too. They could be anyone, anywhere. Remember that, my friend. Anyone could be the enemy.
And what are they going to do, these people?
Well, you read the papers, I take it.
Of course.
Then you'll know about Constantine Karolides.
The Greek chap.
He's their prime minister.
Well, what about him?
I've told you how unstable things are in Europe. Well, he's about the only man holding things together, the one big brain in the whole show. He's going to be in London, June 15th.
And
the Blackstone are going to kill him.
Karolides is going to be killed?
That's what he said.
He had proof?
So he claimed.
Did you believe him?
I told you, I thought he was raving.
Did you tell him so?
Not in so many words. I said he should tell the authorities, have the visit put off.
What did he say to that?
Haven't you been listening to me, man? The Blackstone are the best there is. They'll just kill Karolides in his own country, and who'll know where or when. I want to catch them slap-bang red-handed. It does make a kind of sense.
So that was Scudder's big secret?
Oh, no. That wasn't it at all.
That's just part of it. And not the biggest part. Oh, no, not by a long way. And I'm not going to tell you the rest, so don't try asking.
You're asking me to take an awful lot on faith.
I know. Look, maybe this'll help.
Hold it. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Take it easy. It's just a notebook. May I?
Go on.
Thanks. It's all in here. Everything I've found out. And there's more. I haven't had a chance to get it all down yet. I need time to sort it all and get it written. That's why I had to die.
Yes, what was all that about? Who was that they found up in your rooms?
Oh, it's easy enough to get a body in London. I dressed him up in my clothes and shot off his face. Simple.
Drastic kind of way to get some time to yourself.
I haven't told you the rest yet. Last night, I discovered they were on to me.
The Blackstone?
Yes. There are 3 top men. One's their killer, one's an intelligence man, and the other...
What about him?
He's their leader. And he is the last man you ever want to meet on God's earth. I like to think I'm a brave sort of chap, but I tell you. Listen, if you ever run into a man with eyes like a hawk's, you get away from him as fast as your feet'll carry you.
What do you mean, eyes like a hawk's?
Believe me, you'll know him if you see him. You will remember. Say you will remember.
Yes. Yes, I shall. And these men, they're on to you.
They followed me here to London. They watched this building all last night.
You're seriously telling me that you found this corpse, got it up to your flat, and did all the rest of it, with them watching you?
They're not the only ones with tricks up their sleeves. Well, sir, do you believe me? Will you trust me?
I'll trust you for the night.
Sir, you're a white man. Let me shake you by the hand.
I locked Scudder into the spare bedroom for the night. Told him if he wasn't on the level, he should know I was handy with a gun. And then I went to bed. To tell you the truth...
Yes?
To tell you the truth, I felt more cheerful than I had for months. It seemed that things did happen occasionally, even in this godforsaken metropolis. Stand up, please. Thanks.
New standard!
Oh, here we are.
Use the standard!
Right.
Who's there? I'm armed.
It's me. You want to hear about your inquest?
You went to it?
Couldn't resist.
Damn. I wish I could have gone.
Oh, it was as dull as ditch water.
Even so.
I wrote you your obituary. Will that do? Page 7.
Thanks.
It seems Captain Digby had an undistinguished sort of a career.
Well, what do you expect? The Victoria Cross? That sort of thing can be checked too easily. Oh, this is good. They would have been at the inquest.
The Black Stone?
You remember what I told you?
Dark, lean sort of chap. Stout youngster, and your mysterious hawk-eyed man.
That's it. Well, were they there?
Not that I noticed.
They were there, trust me. They can look like anybody. What was the verdict?
You did away with yourself while the balance of your mind was disturbed.
Good. Nothing about all this?
Your little black book full of secrets, not a word. Oh, and before you ask, there's no one lurking about outside the building. Your skin's safe.
I don't give a damn about my life.
What do you mean?
All I care about is stopping what's going to happen.
And that's more important than your life?
Yes. Look, I'm going to let you in a bit deeper into this business.
Go on.
I'm going to tell you a name.
Another secret agent?
No, but she's the key to the whole thing.
What do you mean?
Never mind the details. Just remember the name, okay?
All right.
Julia Cekenyi.
Julia Cekenyi?
Here. Julia Cekenyi. I want you to remember the spelling. You got it?
Yes.
Good.
Never heard of it, I'm afraid.
No, you wouldn't have. But as it turned out, Scudder was right. Julia Cekenyi was the key to the whole affair. I'll come to that in a bit. Where did you meet Scudder? Was it professionally?
He's done several jobs for the department. If he hadn't been so keen on playing a lone hand, I'd have recruited him, but that sort's no use in the Secret Service. And he was too damn romantic. Wanted everything to be like some cheap melodrama. The Black Stone, indeed.
I know what you mean. Anyway, there he was, with his secrets and his little book. He was with me 4 days, all told. He spent most of the time scribbling away.
Did you ever see what he was writing?
I'll leave that for a bit, too, if you don't mind. When he wasn't writing, we played chess. He always beat me hollow. And we talked.
Do you ever think about death, Hannay?
Try not to. Most of the time.
But sometimes? Do you get those moments where, for no reason at all, you're suddenly wondering when it's going to happen? How? What it'll be like?
I suppose so. Not often, though. You?
Oh, yes. I reckon it's like going to sleep when you're pretty well tired out, and waking up to find a summer day with the scent of hay coming in through the window.
Sounds good.
Yeah, when I was back in the bluegrass country.
Kentucky, isn't it?
Yeah, finest place on the planet. And I know, I've seen most of the rest of it. Yes, back then, I used to thank God for mornings like that. And I reckon I'll thank him again when I wake up on the other side of Jordan.
You surprise me. I had no idea Scudder had that sort of side to him.
No, he could change on a sixpence. Most of the time, he was nervy as hell.
What did you do while he was with you?
He insisted I come and go as usual. But I always had to keep a lookout for anyone watching the building. Thanks.
There. Good night, sir.
Right. Get a grip, Hannay. Get a damn grip. It's only me, no black stones to... Dear God. Dear God. My guest was lying sprawled on his back, a long knife through his heart. Even from where I was standing, I could see that he'd been skewered to the floor.
What did you do?
I sat down in an armchair and felt very sick. I've seen men die violently. Killed a few myself in the Matabele War.
Quite.
But this cold-blooded indoor business, well, it was different.
Yes.
I sat there for 10 minutes or so. Then I had a swig or two of brandy straight from the bottle. Then a thought hit me. All right, come out slowly with your hands up. I've got a gun. Very well. There was no one there. Just as well. Gun or no gun, I doubt if I'd have stood much chance against someone who could drive a knife through a corpse like a poker through butter. Oh, God. That poor, staring white face was more than I could bear. I got a tablecloth and covered it up. And then I made the place as secure as I could. My wits were coming back to me, and I was starting to think straight again. One thing was as clear as day.
You were in danger.
Exactly. Scudder had been silenced because of what he knew. Whoever his enemies were, they must have reckoned there was a chance he'd confided in me. So, I'd be next.
Why didn't you simply go to the police?
And tell them what? They'd have laughed at me. Besides, the odds were 1,000 to 1 that I'd be charged with the murder. And there was something else.
What was that?
You're going to think this ridiculous.
I don't believe so.
Well, Scudder had taken me into his confidence. I felt pretty well bound to carry on his work. Look, I'm an ordinary sort of fellow. I'm not braver than other people or more clever, but I hate to see a good man downed. I reckoned I owed it to him. I could play the game in his place.
Well said, sir.
I decided that I had to disappear. These Blackstone people were after my blood, and the police were going to be right beside them. My plan, well, if you can call it a plan, was to get into hiding somewhere and emerge a few days before the 15th of June when everything was set to happen.
And then what? If the police wouldn't have believed you before, why should they later?
Well, I didn't think about that. I just hoped something would happen to make them believe me. At that precise moment, I was more concerned about just getting away. It's a funny thing.
You rather relish the idea of the chase.
Yes. After being slack for so long, now my neck was hanging on my own wits. It was quite a cheering thought. I hunted out an old tweed suit, a pair of ancient walking boots and a flannel shirt with a collar. I stuffed a spare shirt, some handkerchiefs and a toothbrush into my pockets. I'd drawn out some gold from the bank in case Scudder needed money, and I put £50 in sovereigns in a money belt. That was all I wanted, and I reckoned I was all set. What I didn't know was how the devil I was going to get out of the building. I was pretty sure that Scudder's friends would be on the watch for me. Then I had an inspiration. I breakfasted off a whiskey and soda and some biscuits, put a pipe in my pocket, and filled my pouch from the tobacco jar by the fireplace. What the? Ah. It was Scudder's little black notebook. He must have known they were coming and hidden it there. A good omen, it seemed to me. I took a last look at his face. I was surprised to see how peaceful and dignified he looked. Goodbye, old chap. I'm going to do my best for you. Wish me well, wherever you are.
Morning! Blimey, Governor. Don't do that.
I want a word with you.
You got some complaint?
I reckon you're a bit of a sportsman, am I right?
What's your game?
I want you to do me a service. Lend me your cap and your coat.
You want to get me sacked?
Look, it's a bet. I've got to be a milkman for 10 minutes.
Funny sort of bet.
Yes, well, I haven't got time to explain. You can wait here and I'll be back before you know it. There's a sovereign in it for you.
Show me the money.
I counted at least 2 people watching the building. One was done up as a common loafer, the other was in a window across the street. They didn't give me a second glance. 7 o'clock. As soon as I was round the corner, I dumped the disguise and took to my heels. I had a train to catch.
Young man, you are in serious trouble.
I beg your pardon?
This is a first-class compartment.
I'd totally forgotten my ragged old suit and disreputable boots. I moved to 3rd class. I got out of Dumfries. I was planning to change to the slow train for Galloway.
Why Scotland? You hadn't been there since you were a boy.
Maybe, but I reckoned I could pass off well enough as an ordinary Scotsman if I had to. I mixed in with the other locals crowding onto the slow Galloway train, and away we pulled. We rumbled slowly into a land of little wooded glens, and then to a great wide moorland place, gleaming with lochs and distant high hills. The air was as clear as mid-ocean. By about 5 o'clock, the carriage had emptied, and I was left alone. It was the first real chance I'd had to look at Scudder's little notebook.
Well, what did it say?
See for yourself.
Thank you.
What do you make of it?
Typical Scudder. I don't recognize the code.
No, nor did I. It's mostly figures, but with the odd word written out in English. Mainly...
The 39 steps. Yes, I see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
9 times in all.
Have you had any luck with decoding it?
Yeah, I'll come to that. I have to tell this in order, or I'll miss something vital.
Of course. So, what exactly was your plan of action?
Actually, I didn't have one. I got off the train at some tiny station in the middle of nowhere, and I was quite content just to be there in that blessed countryside. The air was full of that queer, rooty smell, but it had the strangest effect on my spirits.
Hello!
I could have been a boy out for a holiday, instead of a man in danger of his life. I cut myself a hazel walking stick, and felt just as if I was starting off on a big trek on a frosty morning on the veldt. Every mile put me in better humour with myself.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Beautiful evening.
It is.
I'm on a bit of a walking tour.
How do you know?
Uh-huh. I've come a weary way today.
And you'll be wanting an inn.
Is there one?
Oh, aye. Keep on this same path, and you'll come to an inn, all right.
Thank you.
But you'll not get there tonight. It's 10 miles if it's a step.
Oh, I don't think I can manage that.
No more do I.
Well, could you give me lodging for the night? And a bite to eat?
1 and 6. Tell you what, 2 shillings.
I don't want your money. You can stay and welcome.
This is very good. I'm grateful to you. You live a lonely life out here.
It's to my taste.
You won't get much in the way of news then.
News? What use have I for news?
Aye, I take your point.
What sort of news would you be thinking of?
Oh, nothing in particular.
Just like to keep in touch with the world, you know?
Take a look outside before you go to your bed, man. That's the world. Not what you'll find in your newspapers.
You're sure you'll take nothing? For the food, at least.
I'm sure.
Then good morning to you. Good health and long life to you, friend.
Aye, and to you, friend.
My notion was to walk cross-country and return to the railway line a station or two further on. I reckoned I still had a good start on the police, but Scudder's body would have been found by now, and I had to keep moving. Can I have a peek at your paper?
No,
thanks.
Oh, will you stop that racket, man?
Sorry. There it was. 2 columns on the murder. The Portland Place killing, they called it. I had quite a shock when I saw my own name there, but it was just a short note saying that I was the owner of the flat. Awful thing, this murder in London.
What? Oh, aye, they say so.
Aye. But see, they've arrested the killer. Good God, the milkman.
He didn't do it.
What are you saying?
He didn't do it. Look, what do they call it? The stop press.
Oh, right. Oh, aye. The milkman has now been released. The true criminal is believed to have got away from London, travelling north. Travelling north.
Aye, that's what it says. Now, for the love of God, man, will you let me sleep?
Aye. Sorry. What's happening? I couldn't see any reason why we were stopping, but it suited me perfectly. I'd planned to wait for another deserted station. Now I didn't have to. I thanked my stars that my amiable travelling companion was in no state to notice that I'd suddenly disappeared. I stayed out of sight until the plume of smoke had all but vanished into the distance. There was nothing in the landscape. The sun glinted on the metal of the rails, the sky was clear, and you couldn't have found a more peaceful sight in the world. But for the first time, I felt the terror of the hunted. It wasn't the police I thought of, but the other folk. The men who knew that I had Scudder's secrets, and who dared not let me live. Nothing was moving in the whole countryside. I could see to the edge of the moor in the south, where green fields took the place of the heather, and to the east, where there were shallow valleys and fir plantations, and the faint lines of high roads. And all around me, nothing moved. And then I looked up. I was certain that aeroplane was looking for me, and that it didn't belong to the police. I began to think less well of the countryside I'd chosen as a refuge. Espionage from the air. This was something new, and I didn't like it. Once I was sure the plane had gone, I headed east, for the sanctuary of trees and roads and houses.
Out of the envelope, he took a half sheet of foolscap paper folded into 4. As you value your life or your reason, keep away from the moor.
I'll bear that in mind. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to startle you.
You didn't.
Is it a local moor?
Oh, good heavens, no, it's Dartmoor. A hound of the Baskervilles. Nothing dangerous ever happens here. I love the sound of good writing.
Do you often give public readings?
No. They're usually private ones, Mr.
Twisden. Johnny Twisden.
Good evening to you, Mr. Twisden. My name's McNaughton. Charlotte McNaughton.
Good evening. Is this place an inn?
It is, sir.
Is your father the landlord?
He was. He passed away last November.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. He always planned to leave the inn to his son, but there was a slight complication.
Ah. Oh, your brother wasn't interested?
I never had a brother.
Oh. So the inn's closed?
It is not. I do as good a job as any man could have managed. Better, maybe.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Is it a room you're wanting?
It is.
Then you'd best come inside, hadn't you?
You live here alone?
My mother died when I was a girl. I live here with my grandmother, but she's in her bed most of the time.
Ah. It must be a slow life for a young woman.
It is, yes. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't my choice of profession.
Oh?
But I know my duty, and I do it well. And there'll be time enough to do what I really want.
Which is?
I want to write books.
Ah. What sort?
Adventure. Intrigue. Romance.
I'll tell you what. Feed me some of that roast lamb I can smell. Rent me a room for a night or two. And I'll tell you a true story you can turn into a rip-snorter of a novel.
You surely didn't tell her the truth.
It was true in essentials. I just altered the minor details. I told her I was a mining magnate, and I'd exposed a gang of saboteurs. They'd chased me across the ocean, killed my best friend, and now they were after me. I made quite a job of it, even though I say it who shouldn't. The flight across the Kalahari, the attack on my life on the journey home, and the Portland Place murder. Well, it didn't need much to make that sound a pretty horrible affair.
It's pure Conan Doyle.
Yes, it is. These devils are after me, and the police are after them. It's a race I plan to win. You believe me, then?
Of course I do. I believe everything out of the common. The only thing to distrust is the normal. Are they close behind, do you think?
I think they're off my track, for the moment.
Oh, good.
But I have to lie low.
You'll be safe here.
Thank you.
Stay as long as you need to. You will give me some more material about your adventures.
You can depend on it.
This room should serve you well.
Uh-huh.
There's a clear view right across the moor. If anyone follows you that way, you'll have good warning.
Close the curtain.
What?
Close it. And put out the candle.
What is it? What did you see?
Open the curtain again. Just a crack.
There's no one there.
Look up.
Up?
I saw it cross the moon. There should still be enough light. Yes, there, you see?
Oh, an aeroplane.
It's them. The saboteurs.
Well, they're a fair way away. They're going.
For now. I shouldn't stay here. I'm putting you in danger.
How are you? They've no quarrel with me, have they?
If they find out that you're hiding me...
They won't. You can depend on me now. That's quite enough of that.
You're sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
I didn't like bringing a woman into this business, but I'd known as soon as I'd seen her that she was right. I could depend on her. I felt safe there in that neat little room. I slept the sleep of the just.
Here. This is my father's old study. Mine now. Will it do for you?
Handsomely.
What can I do to help?
Just go about your business. Same as every day.
I'll do that. And don't worry. If your saboteurs turn up, I'll be ready for them.
Miss McNaughton, please don't take this affair too lightly. These are dangerous men.
I can look after myself, Mr. Twisden. It's something I've had to learn.
Now, friend Scudder, Just what the devil is it you were killed for?
Numerical cipher. Not a straightforward one, though. You say you cracked it?
Well, most of it. It's two-layered. The numbers stand for letters, but the letters themselves don't make any sense. Not without the key words for the final substitution.
How did you work out the key words?
Oh, I didn't have to. Scudder gave them to me.
Did he, by George? Now, let me think. Of course. The woman's name?
Julia Cekenyi. I wondered at the time why he was so desperate for me to memorize the spelling.
So, was it Julia for the vowels?
That's it. J equals A, U stands for E.
And the surname gives you the numbers for the consonants. Very ingenious. But what does it all say?
Well, according to Scudder, there's going to be a war. Us on one side allied with the French, and Germany on the other.
Mr. Hannay, that is arrant nonsense. Our relations with Germany may be a little strained, but there's no question of open hostilities, and if they do come, it won't be for years.
Yeah, well, Scudder says that the whole thing will come as one almighty surprise for Britain.
It's melodramatic rubbish.
I thought that too, but there's more. Stuff you can verify, if you will.
Go on.
Carolide's murder isn't the only thing that's set for the 15th.
What are you talking about?
I knew it, I knew it! Scudder was right. I'm talking about the meeting with the Frenchman. Scudder's not clear on who exactly he is, but he's obviously high up in their war ministry. Well?
Carry on.
It's a top-level, top-secret meeting. Every last detail of our Navy's battle strength is going to be handed over.
Scudder says that?
He says their general staff and ours have a secret agreement. Every now and then we exchange a complete list of ships, armaments, ports, positions, the whole picture. And the next time it happens is going to be June the 15th. Well, what do you say to Scudder's reliability now?
I say that somehow or other he stumbled onto a genuine piece of information. It doesn't mean to say that the rest can be relied on.
Well, Sir Walter, I only hope you're right.
Why? What else is in there?
Only the fact that the Black Stone plans to steal the naval information, and that it will be in Berlin by the following morning.
Rubbish! The security around that meeting is impenetrable. I'd stake my life on it.
If we really do go to war, and Berlin knows every detail of our defences, that's exactly what you will be staking.
You're right. It would be carnage. Does Scudder have the details? How exactly are the plans going to be stolen?
He doesn't say. I think they got to him before he could write it all down.
I simply can't believe it.
Now, perhaps what happened next will change your mind. By the time I decoded what I could of the notebook, well, you can imagine the state I was in. Oh, hello.
Quiet.
What is it?
There are 3 men downstairs looking for someone. They came in a motor car. They're in the dining room having whiskies and sodas.
What did they say?
They told me they'd arranged to meet a friend here.
Well, if they're genuine, it can't be me. No one knows I'm here.
Well, it could be nothing, but I thought I'd better tell you.
What did you say to them?
That there was a young man here last night, but he went off this morning on a motor bicycle. One of them swore like a navvy.
I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Now, that's just ridiculous and patronising.
Sorry. You say they're still there?
Yes. I can't stay up here much longer, or they'll get suspicious.
Well, tell me what they look like.
One's dark, very lean and long. One's fat. The last one's older. He keeps smiling at me.
I have to get a look at them.
Of course you do. I put them at a table by the door. You can see it from the top of the stairs. I've left the door open just enough.
Miss McNaughton, you are a quite exceptional young woman.
Now you're being silly.
Oh, I don't think so. What about their voices? Any sort of accent at all?
No. They're as English as you are. I have to go back down.
Right. And thanks.
If it is them, you will be careful, won't you?
Of course I will.
It's such a pity we missed him. What time did he leave?
Oh, straight away after breakfast? 8:30, maybe?
8:30? Really is too bad of him. We should go. Come on, you fellows. Perhaps we can still catch him up, eh? Now, miss, what do we owe you for the drinks?
Charlotte was right about that voice. It was no more Prussian than she was. I relaxed. They were every stitch and every inch the English gentleman out on a tour.
Oh, a £5 note. You'll have to excuse me while I get you your change.
Of course, my dear. Jameson, get the car started.
Righty-ho.
Flanders, pull out the maps. See if you can't work out his route.
Right.
Now I was completely sure. If they were acting, why keep it up when there was no audience?
No, wait. I have an idea.
He glanced up at the landing. Half a second earlier, and he'd have seen me, but some instinct had made me draw back into the shadows. I watched from the darkness as he stared up towards the guest rooms. My ears tracking in the veldt had given me eyesight as good as any low-powered telescope, and I couldn't miss what happened next. It was the damnedest thing. His eyes suddenly hooded over and cleared again, just like a hawk's. Scudder had called them masters of disguise, and by God, he was right. The Black Stone had found me.
In The 39 Steps, Richard Hannay was played by David Robb, Sir Walter Bullivant by Tom Baker, Scudder by William Hope, Charlotte Tracy Wiles, Jopley Thomas Arnold, Johners and the Milkman Philip Joseph, Chairman Gordon Reed, Crofter Kenny Blythe, and the Hawk by Struan Roger. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The director was Bruce Young.
You're listening to the Mystical Magpie channel. Please subscribe.
This is Scudder's notebook. This is what he was killed for. This is why the Blackstone agents are after me.
What does it say?
Well, I only know some of it. There's going to be a war. All Europe will be involved.
That's arrant nonsense.
Sir Walter, that's exactly the response Scudder predicted. There's more.
Go on.
The Greek Prime Minister's going to be assassinated.
Right.
And Britain's complete naval defence plans. They're going to be stolen. They'll be in Berlin by the 16th.
Show me this notebook. It's in code.
Most of it, yes. But some things are written out.
I see. This phrase is repeated 8, 9 times. Obviously important. What does it mean?
I wish I knew. The 39 Steps.
The 39 Steps by John Buchan. Dramatised in 2 parts by Bert Coules. Episode 2. The Coming of the Black Stone.
Jameson, get the car started.
Righty-ho.
Flanders, pull out the maps. See if you can't work out his route.
Right.
No, wait. I have an idea.
I watched from the darkness of the landing as he stared up towards the guest rooms. And then his eyes suddenly hooded over and cleared again, just like a hawk's. Scudder had called them masters of disguise, and by God, he was right. The Black Stone had found me.
Here's your change.
Thank you, my dear. I wonder, may I see our young friend's room?
But he left hours ago.
I suspect he may have left us a note.
Surely he would have left it down here with me.
Of course, stupid of me. But, you know, I'd like to be sure.
Well, let me see. He was in room 4 at the back. I'll just get the... Oh, no, I can't. I'm sorry.
Why not?
The room's taken. 2 elderly ladies. I have to respect their privacy. You understand, I'm sure.
Of course. Are they up there now?
Oh, no, they've gone for a walk. But even so... I know. I'll look for you. How would that be?
That would be very kind. Thank you.
Did you hear?
You're an angel.
Oh, nonsense. What's that?
Hang on a second. I'm trying to make it look like part of a letter. Here.
Oh, that's German, isn't it?
Yes. I want you to tell them you've just found it in my room. Ask them to give it back to me when they catch me up.
It is them, then?
Yes. Will you be all right?
I've been all right so far, haven't I? What does it say?
It's better you don't know. Trust me.
What did you put in a note?
Scudder was definitely onto something. Carolides must be protected at all, and that was it.
More than enough to put the wind up them.
So I hoped.
And guaranteed to have them double their efforts to track you down.
Yes, that did occur to me, too.
It's safe. They've gone. You can come out.
What happened?
Oh, well, your piece of paper really woke them up. The dark chap went as white as death and cursed like blazes. The fat one didn't say much, but he turned awfully ugly. The other man...
What about him?
Nothing. I didn't like him, that was all.
Miss McNaughton, one of the bravest men I've ever met, was terrified of that man. And you looked him straight in the eyes and didn't let on to a thing. Bravo.
Mr. Twiston.
I hope you're not expecting an apology.
I'm obviously not going to get one.
There's no time. Listen, this is important. They'll be coming back.
Oh, you really think so?
I'm sure of it. But not today. They'll look for me until dark, but first thing tomorrow, you'll see them again.
Right. What are we going to do?
I asked her to ride over to the nearest town and tell the police she'd heard 3 men talking about the Portland Place murder, and that they'd be back early next morning. I knew she'd make it convincing.
She sounds an exceptional young woman.
You should recruit her.
Women? In the Secret Service? Well, it might be an idea at that. So Scudder was proved right. 3 agents and impeccable disguises. I take it you made yourself scarce after that.
I was going to. Then I had a better idea. At dawn next morning, 2 constables and a sergeant drove up to the inn. They hid their car in a coach house and came inside to lie in wait. And I was upstairs, doing the same. 20 minutes later, I saw it. Another car. I waited till they come inside, and then I was off.
Stop! Thief! Stop!
It was a beautiful machine. 40 horsepower at the very least, and I drove it for all it was worth. I steered east by the sun. It was a glorious morning. Of course, I knew the police wouldn't hold the Germans for long. They were just too plausible. But I had a damn good start on them. And besides, I was enjoying myself.
How long did it take you to realize what a colossal blunder you'd made?
Funnily enough, it didn't hit me until about 4 o'clock that afternoon.
Oh, you prize idiot!
Quite.
Yes. Not only had I put myself on the wrong side of the local law, I'd stolen what was probably the most distinctive motor car for 200 miles around.
Idiot!
And I couldn't even leave it somewhere and take to my feet. It would be discovered in an hour or 2, and they'd know that I was no great distance away.
Idiot! Bungling amateur! Fool! Imbecile!
I say, are you all right? Tell me
you're all right.
I'm all right. I think. I was sitting in a stream, and so was the car. I'd damn nearly run head-on into another one coming the other way.
It was my fault. I really am so sorry. Let me give you a hand up.
Thanks.
Jolly lucky you're still in one piece.
Yes.
Can't say the same for your machine, I'm afraid.
No. And then it struck me. The blessed accident had solved my problem. The car was pretty much underwater, and the bits that weren't were covered in undergrowth. And Providence had provided me with a rescuer, with transport of his own.
My fault entirely you went off the road like that. I'll see you straight, of course.
Well...
Truth of it is, I wasn't looking where I was going. Something on my mind, don't you know? The first thing's to set you up with some dry togs. Where's your kit? Gone down in the burn with the car?
It's in my pocket. I'm a colonial, travelling light.
A colonial? By God, you're the very man I've been praying for.
I am?
You see, I'm the Liberal candidate for this part of the country. Oh, sorry. Harry Lumley. Sir Harry, if you want to know the whole dashed thing.
How do you do? My name's Twisden. Johnny Twisden.
Twisden? Any relation of old Tommy Twisden of the 60th?
Afraid not.
No? Oh, well. Anyway, where was I?
Liberal candidate.
That's the chap. And I've got this big meeting on tonight at Brattleburn. You know it?
No.
Well, it's an infernal Tory stronghold.
Ah, I see your problem.
No. That's not it. The thing is, I'd arranged a bigwig colonial speaker for the main attraction, but the ruffians holed up in Blackpool with influenza. You're not a free trader by any pleasant chance?
I didn't have the foggiest notion what he was talking about, but anything that would get me off the open roads for an hour or two sounded good to me. I certainly am.
No!
Will I be welcome at the meeting?
Welcome? Oh, my dear sir, you've got to be a good chap and help me out. All you fellows have the gift of the gab. You can speak for 40 minutes, can't you?
My saviour took me to his home and flung half a dozen of his suits out for me. My own was soaking wet and pretty much in rags. I chose a blue serge, purely because it was completely different to my previous outfit.
You know, I really am grateful to you for this. Saved my bacon. Tell you the truth, I'm hopeless at this public speaking lark.
Doesn't that make politics rather an odd choice of career?
It was my godfather's idea, Sir Walter Bullivant. He's in that line himself. It was something all very hush-hush in the Foreign Office.
Really? The Foreign Office?
Politics. Funny old game, isn't it? Thank you, and thank you for coming. Yes, it's good to see so many supporters of the party. Now, tonight, after you've listened to me ramble on for a bit, well, I'm jolly pleased to say that Mr. John Twisden, the well-known colonial free trader, will give us one of his famous addresses. I'm sure we all want to show our appreciation for Mr. Twisden in the usual manner.
I've been trying desperately to think of something to say, and so far I'd failed miserably. I'd more or less resigned myself to falling flat on my face, but after a couple of minutes with Sir Harry, I was beginning to feel a whole lot better about my prospects.
No. Yes, here we are. Sorry about this. Damn! I mean Dash. Dash.
I mightn't be much of an orator, but I was 1,000% better than he was.
Ladies and gentlemen, the German menace.
And at that, I sat up and started to take notice. But I needn't have bothered.
This German menace that some people are going on about, it's a load of nonsense. Nonsense, yes. It doesn't exist. It's a Tory lie. Just an invention to cheat the poor out of their rights and hold back social reform. I say... I say we should show the Germans that we're friendly. And how do we do this? Well, personally, I think we should reduce the size of our navy.
What about our
and then we should ask Germany to do the same. And then...
He talked the most appalling rot. All about how if it wasn't for the Tories, Germany and Britain would be fellow workers in peace and reform. I thought of poor Scudder and the notebook in my pocket, and I wanted to tell him just how much the Blackstone thugs cared about peace and reform.
A better world for all of you and your families and your children. We hear an awful lot of talk of doom and despair, but it doesn't have to be like that.
And yet, in a queer way, I liked the speech. You could see the sheer niceness of the chap shining out behind all the muck that someone had spoon-fed him.
You're very kind. And now I give you Mr. Jonathan Twisden.
Thank you. Now, I want to talk to you tonight about Australia. Australia? Has anyone here actually been to Australia? Come on, don't be shy. No? No one here has ever been to Australia? No. Well then, let me tell you exactly what it's like.
Australia?
I have actually been there.
Oh, I know. I also know that you were, 12 years old at the time?
11.
You've a nerve on you, I'll say that.
Actually, I was rather a success. And in conclusion, I can tell you this. Do you know the best thing about Australia, ladies and gentlemen? The very best thing? No. There are no Tories in Australia.
Have some more of this. Jolly good, isn't it?
Excellent. Thanks. To your success in the election.
Oh, I doubt I'll get in. Pity, really. Life's not so wonderful for some of the folk in these parts. Be nice to do something for them.
Look, Sir Harry, you're a good fellow, and I'm going to be frank with you.
Righty-ho.
Where on earth did you get all that poisonous rubbish you talked tonight?
Well, I got most of it from pamphlets that agent chap of mine keeps sending me. Was it really as bad as that?
It was, I'm afraid. Listen, if you'll give me your attention for half an hour, I'm going to tell you a story. I told him everything. The absolute truth. I can still see that room, with the stags' heads and the old prints on the walls, Sir Harry standing on the stone curb of the hearth, and myself lying back in an armchair, speaking. I seemed to be like another person, standing aside and listening to my own voice. Strange. But it gave me a chance to judge the whole affair properly. It did me no end of good.
So, I've got here, in my own house, the man wanted for the Portland Place murder?
And your duty is to send for the police and give me up.
Well, I may be an ass on the platform, Mr. Hannay, but I can size up a man. You're no murderer, and you're no fool. And I believe you're speaking the truth. What can I do to help you?
Well, you know what I asked him to do. Write to you.
It was an intriguing letter, to say the least. You seem to have made quite an impression on my godson, Mr. Hannay.
I liked him.
He's as good a chap as ever breathed, even if his head is stuffed full of maggots.
Oh, you've got a good 4 hours till daylight. I've packed a few sandwiches and a map in the saddlebag for you.
Thanks.
How's the new togs?
Fine.
You're lucky. I should have thrown that old suit out years ago. Now, take the first turn to the right up by the long firwood. By daybreak, you'll be well into the hills. Then, if I were you, I'd pitch the bike into a bog and take to the moors on foot. You can put in a week among the shepherds and be as safe as if you were in New Guinea.
Right. Thanks, Sir Harry.
Don't mention it. Good luck, eh? And to you. Good luck!
I pedalled my way up steep roads of hill gravel, till the skies grew pale. As the mists cleared before the sun, I found myself in a wide, green world, with glens falling on either side, and a faraway blue horizon. I could see for miles, and there wasn't the slightest sign of human life. Then, from far off, I heard it. Even before it came into view, I was certain. It was the same plane that had been looking for me before. As I looked, it dropped several hundred feet and began to circle. I was in the very center of a huge open plain. There wasn't enough cover to hide so much as a rat, and I hadn't a hope in hell of getting to denser ground. And then they saw me. God alone knows why they didn't finish me off then and there, but it was only going to be a matter of time. I did some savage thinking. They must have seen my bicycle, so they'd be expecting me to try to escape by road. Well, that was easily dealt with. I hid the bike as well as I could, and looked around to see if I could do the same with myself. Not a chance. I was in despair. I really thought it was all up. And then I saw the roadman.
Oh, confound the day. Confound the day.
Good morning.
Oh, you think so? Do you?
Don't you?
It was a black day I ever gave up the heartache.
Cattleman, were you?
Aye. I'm my own maester. Now I'm a slave to the government and tethered to this damn roadway with my back bent like a sickle. Oh, mercy on me, my head's bursting.
Bit of a change from herding cattle to repairing the road.
Confound the day I made the choice. Now stand away now.
Sorry.
Oh, I can't do it. The surveyor will just have to report me. I'm from my bed.
Why? What's the trouble?
Man, if you no eyes in your head. The trouble is I'm no sober.
Ah.
Last night my daughter Merrin was wedded. Pity that I ever looked on the wine while it was red.
Well, taking to your bed sounds a good idea. Do you live far? I haven't seen a house.
My cottage is in a dip over there. No way off at all.
Well, then why not go home? I'll help you if you like, see you're all right.
Well, that'd be a kindness, but I can't.
Oh, come on. I could do with getting out of this sun myself for a spell.
I tell you, man, I can't.
Why not?
Well, I got a postcard yesterday. The new road surveyor is coming over today to check up on me and my work.
Say you're not well.
Oh, that'll do me no good. They can't wheel my kind of not wellness. Oh, but man, the heat.
This new surveyor, has he ever met you?
Ingenious.
Desperate. My new friend was too far gone to wonder what the devil I was at. But fooling an educated man was going to be a different kettle of fish. But I didn't exactly have much choice. I borrowed his glasses and his filthy old hat, and gave him my coat and waistcoat to carry off to his cottage for safekeeping. The rest was just window dressing. Dust on my clothes and my face and hands, and a good scrape away at my fingernails till they were snagged and broken. It's the details that matter. But I still wasn't sure they'd be enough. I told myself that at least the road surveyor would be a useful dummy run for the chaps I really had to fool. I was wrong. The first car that pulled up didn't carry one man. It held three.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's a fine, easy job.
Well, there's worse jobs than this better.
I dare say.
I'd rather have yours, sitting all day on your hinterlands on those cushions, It's you and your muckle motor cars that wreck my roads.
Oh, what do you suggest, then? We break them? We should mend them?
I don't see anything to laugh about. Sounds like a fair deal to me.
You've a good taste in boots. Those were never made by a country shoemaker.
They were not. They were made in London.
Oh, you've been to London?
Oh, what would I be wanting with London? You know, I got them from the gentleman that was here last year for the shooting. What was his name now?
Let's get on.
This fellow's all right.
Did you see anyone pass by this morning on a bicycle?
Oh, well, I wasn't up very early. My daughter Maren was married last night and we kept it up late.
I see. Do you like a cigar?
Well, I can get one.
Why don't you have one of these?
Don't mind if I do. I'll smoke it to clear my head.
Do you need a light?
I've my own matches.
Of course you have. Jameson?
Righty-ho.
Good day to you.
Right. I knew then why Scudder had been deathly afraid of the man with the eyes of a hawk. And I'd allowed the girl at the inn to lie for me straight to his face. I shuddered at the thought of what might have happened.
Did he recognize you, do you think?
If he did, he was playing a damned cool hand about it. Either way, I had to get properly out of sight, and preferably out of the area. I fixed on a scheme. When the road surveyor finally showed up, I'd get him to smuggle me out. By force, if necessary. I didn't like the idea, but I was playing for high stakes. In the event, things didn't turn out exactly as I'd planned. Good God.
I say, man!
What?
Come here when you're summoned.
Oh, summoned, is it? Just who do you think you are with your fancy car and your fancy luggage?
Now you keep a civil tongue in your head and speak when you're spoken to. Am I on the right road for Newton Stewart?
No, you're no.
Damn blast.
But you're on the right road for me, Marmaduke Joplin.
Oh, my good God. Hannay?
You remember. I'm flattered.
But you're the murderer.
The very same. And there'll be a second murder, my dear, if you don't do exactly what I say. I balked at the idea of intimidating the surveyor, but terrorizing this chap was a positive pleasure. I'd run into him time and again in London society. He was the sort who'd turn up, invited or not, at all the best balls and polo weeks and country house parties. Marmy, they called him, and he was an offence to creation.
Don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I'll do anything, anything.
I want your coat, your goggles, and your cap.
Oh!
Oh, sorry. Are you cold? Here, have mine.
Oh, good grief. It's filthy.
Shut up, and give me your coat.
Here.
In a matter of seconds, the dusty old roadman had become the best turned-out motorist in Scotland. I really enjoyed that evening's drive. We ran 8 miles or so down the valley through a village or two, and I couldn't help noticing several strange-looking folk lounging by the roadside here and there. A cordon of watchers recruited by the Black Stone, sure as eggs are eggs. Marmy's cap and goggles and Savile Row driving coat got me past them without a second glance. One even touched his cap to me. And by the time night started to fall, I was confident that I'd left my watchers well behind. It was almost full dark when I finally pulled up on the edge of a lonely moor.
You villain!
No, Marmy, watch that blood pressure.
I'll see you swing. See if I don't.
Yes, you run off and find the police.
I shall.
And make sure you tell them this. I'm no murderer, but I'm on the trail of people who are.
You're raving.
You're right. Don't tax your brain with it. Goodbye. And thanks again. There's more use in you than I thought. My coat and waistcoat were still safe and snug back in my friend the roadman's cottage. It was a cold night out there on the moor, and a hungry one too. I came to at dawn, not knowing where I was or what had woken me. Then I realized.
Over there! Check those, please!
Damn! Marmaduke Jopley had lost no time in finding the police. They were ranged in a line coming up a long slope towards me, and they were beating the bushes as they came. Heaven only knows how I did it, but I started to run up the slope away from them. I zigzagged and swerved from bushes to trees, and prayed they wouldn't look too far ahead of their line. And then, way off to the right, I saw a farmhouse.
You seem to be in a hurry, my friend, eh?
Out there.
Let me see. Oh, a fugitive from justice, eh? No, don't try to explain. We'll go into the matter at leisure. Meanwhile, I object to my privacy being broken in upon by clumsy rural policemen. So go through there into my study. You'll see 2 doors. Take the one on the left and close it behind you.
Thank you.
Oh, you'll be perfectly safe. Oh yes.
It was extraordinary. He treated my entrance as if it were a perfectly normal occurrence. I'd seen enough of the place to judge that he was some sort of scientist. Books and instruments were everywhere, and there were glass cases instead of tables. Another clue. I was in a tiny storeroom of some sort, in the pitch dark, and there was a strong smell of chemicals.
Relax, my friend. They've gone. I convinced them that you'd gone right past me and crossed the hill.
Well, I'm very grateful to you.
Oh, your thanks are not necessary. I simply didn't wish to have the police come between me and my guest. Ah, this is a lucky day for you, Mr. Richard Hannay.
My congratulations. The disguise is flawless.
Thank you. Praise from an expert is praise indeed. Now, please, Carl.
What?
Oh! Ah, so you're back with us. Excellent. Help him up, please.
Sir.
Was that really necessary?
Just a small reminder that we hold the upper hand here. Now, your name is Richard Hannay. You're the confidant of the late Franklin P. Scudder, and you are in possession of something which I wish to acquire.
Sorry, old man, don't have the faintest idea what you... Oh!
Thank you, Carl.
Sir.
Where is the notebook?
What notebook?
Where have you hidden it, Mr. Hannay? You will tell me eventually, I promise you that. Why don't you save yourself a good deal of unhappiness and simply tell me now?
Why don't you go to the devil?
You disappoint me. I thought you would be more intelligent. The cellar, please, Carl.
I couldn't see any way out of the mess I was in. I thought wistfully about the police, plodding their way over the hills looking for me. At least they were honest men, and they'd have treated me kindlier than this trio of thugs. I consoled myself with this. Whatever they did to me, at least they'd never find out exactly how much of their filthy plans Scudder had uncovered. At least they wouldn't get his notebook. It was still sitting in the pocket of my old coat, the coat I gave to the roadman for safekeeping. That thought kept me going. That, and the fact that I was blazing angry. God, horrible! After a bit, I realized that wasn't getting me anywhere, and I tried to take stock. The cellar was big and practically pitch black. There were no lights that I could find. A single skylight affair was sealed with shutters. They wouldn't budge an inch. There were some old sacks and wooden crates dotted about, but nothing remotely useful. And then, away in one corner, I found something a touch more promising. It was a cupboard, and for the first time that day, something happened in my favor. I'd found an electric torch, and that wasn't the half of it. On a shelf, not 2 feet from my nose, there were a dozen packages, each about the size of a brick. If I was right about what was in those wrappings, then things really were going my way. I was right. It was lentonite, enough to blow the whole house to smithereens. There was still a chance, both for me and my country. Dear God. The farmhouse was gone.
Was that what you intended to happen?
Not exactly. I'd used just a fragment of the stuff, wedged up against the skylight. I was banking that the rest would be safely out of range. I was wrong. So much for the great mining engineer. At least I'd managed to cobble up a bomb shelter that worked.
Once the skylight blew out, the blast would have been drawn upwards, away from you. But what about the Germans? They couldn't have survived.
I don't think they were there.
Why not?
The outbuildings, they were still standing. I was looking for a way to get away. A bike, a car. There was nothing.
Their car wasn't there?
Exactly. They must have left me locked in the damned cellar and driven off somewhere. Of all the foul luck.
What did you do?
Well, I wasn't thinking straight. My lungs were full of poisonous fumes, my head was spinning, and my legs. All I wanted to do was collapse and forget the entire damn business.
But you didn't, because you had to get away.
It was the hardest job I've ever taken on. But you're right. I had to get as far from that damned place as I could before they came back. And that wasn't the half of it. Somehow, God knows how, I had to get back to that roadman's cottage. I had to get Scudder's notebook.
The devil. It's all right, all right. You can know better on the Sabbath, you heathen. God preserve us.
I must.
Mr. Hannay. Mr. Hannay. Mr. Hannay, can you hear me? Oh. Good morning to you.
What?
I brought you some tea. Here. Go on, drink. Oh, that's the way.
Miss McNaughton?
The very same.
But...
Easy. You're at my inn.
My things...
Don't worry. I have the notebook.
How did you know?
If you want to keep secrets, Mr. Hannay, you shouldn't talk in your sleep.
You've been sitting with me.
I want you to lie back down. You've been very ill.
How long have I been here? How long? 13 days. It was malaria. I thought I'd seen the last of it years before, but the weakness and the exposure brought it on.
You'd made it back on foot?
Well, I don't remember too much about it. Probably just as well. Apparently Charlotte McNaughton heard the old roadman talking about me in the local church, and she rode over to pick me up. If it hadn't been for the two of them... Well...
How did she know your real name?
She worked it out. The Portland Place murder and all that.
Exceptional woman.
Oh, yes.
I won't ask if you're fit enough to travel, because I can see full well that you're not.
I don't have any choice.
Yes, I can see that too. Mr. Hannay, I don't know what this is really about, and I won't ask you to tell me, but it's terribly important, isn't it? Not just to you, I mean. Terribly important for everyone.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Then I forgive you for lying to me, and for leaving without a word.
Thank you.
Suppose I won't be able to put it in a book after all.
I'm afraid not. Sorry.
Look, there's Mr. Hislop. He'll take you to Moffat. There's a station there.
How can I ever thank you?
By achieving whatever it is you have to do. Goodbye, Mr. Hannay.
Miss McNaughton.
Hope you're not expecting an apology.
I'm obviously not going to get one.
There's no time.
Goodbye.
Right then, up you jump. And watch your feet in my marrows.
You more or less know the rest. All the way back I've been imagining Blackstone agents in every corner, and police after me in every street. And then that imbecile Jopley saw me and called a constable. And that, Sir Walter, is how I came to be on your doorstep looking like a hunted fox.
It's quite a story.
Oh, it's the truth, every word. I swear it. You have to believe me.
Oh, I believe you. But frankly, I think Scudder was off the rails.
The intelligence meeting with the French bigwig, that is going to happen.
Yes, it is. But there's no way on God's earth that any Prussian spies are going to steal the defense plans. And all that stuff about Karolides being targeted, I happen to know that he's been making secret overtures to Berlin. They're setting up a cosy little alliance. Seeing him dead is the last thing they want. No, I'm sorry. Scudder was completely off track. Come.
Beg pardon, Sir Walter. A telegram.
Thank you.
Sir Walter?
I apologize to the shade of Scudder. Karolides has been shot dead. Good morning.
Morning.
How did you sleep?
Oh, amazingly well, all things considered. You?
Haven't been to bed. It's been a busy night. Help yourself.
Thanks.
Karolides was shot in the Greek Parliament building. There's no clue as to who was responsible.
Didn't they have any security?
The best.
Our friends must have decided to bring things on early. What's going to happen about the intelligence meeting?
It's been moved forward. General Royer arrives from Paris this afternoon. There's no way the Blackstone can know.
Well, don't underestimate them. They're clever and they're fanatical. It's a dangerous combination. Oh, did you take another look at Scudder's notebook?
Yes. What did you make of this? There.
The 39 steps. Now, I've told you, it means nothing to me.
But what about the next bit?
HT 101 7P M. No, I couldn't decode it.
Oh, neither could I. No new ideas?
No, sorry. What are you doing today?
I'm hosting the meeting, and before you ask, we've put a cordon round it so tight that a flea couldn't break through it. You're free to do pretty much whatever you like.
What about the police? Aren't they still after my blood for Scudder's murder?
No, I've taken care of all that.
Really? Thank you.
I'd still lie low if I were you. Your Blackstone pals are almost certainly in London by now.
Oh, with a bit of luck, they're convinced I went up in smoke along with their farmhouse.
You should still keep your head down. They might not be looking for you, but if they spot you, I can arrange a sealed car back to your flat if you like.
Well, I was, rather hoping I might be of some use to you.
Yes, I thought you might be. Sorry. I'm grateful to you for what you've done, but you'd best leave things to the professionals from here on in. Ease up. There's a good chap.
Well, just as if I'd never been away. HT 101 7PM. HT. High tower. Highly toxic. Hair. Tommy rot. Harold Tranter. Heiligertram. Heavy transit. Human transport. Heligoland triumphant. Oh, damn and blast this to hell!
Sorry, sir, road's closed.
Yes, I know. Look, I have to see Sir Walter Bullivant, number 5.
Orders from the top, sir. Sorry. Things will be back to normal pretty soon.
The meeting's over? Did everything go all right?
Oh, yeah, they're going to tell the likes of me.
I mean, was there any trouble?
Trouble? How many policemen can you see? I gave up counting when I got to 50.
So, everything's fine?
Why shouldn't it be? Oh, here comes another one. Stand aside if you please, sir.
Thank you, Constable.
My lord. Now, there's a real gent for you. I'll say there's a... Sir? You all right?
Get out of the damn way!
What the...
What the devil?
Sir Walter.
I'm sorry, sir. I couldn't stop him.
There's no time for that. Who was that man who just left?
Walter, who is this person?
Richard Hannay, Lord Whittaker, Admiralty.
For God's sake, who was it?
It was the First Sea Lord, Lord Alloa.
Was he at your meeting?
What damn business is that of yours?
The plans, the naval defence plans. Did you talk about them?
Yes, we did.
Oh, for the love of heaven.
Hannay, what are you saying?
I'm saying that it wasn't Lord Alloa.
Not Lord Alloa?
It might have been his living image, but it wasn't him. It was the leader of the Black Stone.
Right. Yes, thank you.
Sir Walter?
The police found the real Lord Alloa unconscious in his office. His secretary's dead. They've not been able to catch up with the imposter's car.
They'll be heading for the coast. If that information reaches Berlin...
Not here, not here. Let's get back inside.
Walter, listen.
Wait. Go on, Arthur.
It's just occurred to me. General Wye, he took the only copies of the papers, and he left a good 10 minutes before your Prussian.
Did you discuss the plans? Pass them round?
Yes, we did.
Then he'll have them memorised. They're trained to do exactly that.
The devil.
The man must be stopped, whatever it takes.
But how? He could be heading for any one of a dozen ports. 2 dozen.
Sir Walter, where's the notebook?
Here.
Lord Whittaker, do you know anything about the 39 steps?
The what?
The 39 steps.
Never heard of them.
It has to be relevant. It has to be.
Try some of the other words.
Yes. Lunaville?
Means nothing.
Pavia?
No.
Trollheim. Hofgard. Ariadne. Romani.
Ariadne?
Yes.
Oh, that's the German cruiser. She's putting into Dover tomorrow, perfectly in order.
That has to be their escape route.
But she won't be here until tomorrow, the 15th. Remember, everything's been moved forward. Everything but the getaway. They won't have had time to get new papers. Or will they?
No, they won't. By heaven, we've got a breathing space. Yeah. All we have to do is get down to Dover and put a courtroom.
No, I don't think it's that simple.
Why not?
Because of the 39 steps. I keep coming back to that. The 39 steps are a vital part of the plan. God, why the dickens couldn't Scudder have been more specific?
Show me. The 39 steps. HT 101 7 PM.
HT.
High tide.
High tide? High tide. 10:17 PM. That's it. That has to be it.
But we still don't know what these steps actually are.
Steps down to the water?
Oh, it can't be that simple.
Yes, it can.
It could be a secret group of couriers, or a ring of spies, or something.
No, if it was that complicated, Scudder would have spelt it out.
The 39 steps are just steps.
But why are they important? Why specify the number over and again? There must be several sets of steps, but only one with 39 treads. Scudder was telling us how to find the right one, the set they'd be using.
Well done, Hannay.
Save it for later. We still don't know where these blasted steps are.
I believe I can be of assistance there. I want the charts from Cromer to Eastbourne.
Sir.
And the large-scale maps for the south and east coast.
Sir.
Do any of your staff live down that way?
Get me anyone with a house down there, or relatives.
Sir.
And the tide tables.
Sir.
This is hopeless. There's a 10:17 high tide at 1/2 places.
Where are the maps?
They're coming.
But will they be detailed enough?
Excuse me, Lord Richard.
What is it?
I found someone, sir.
Well, bring him in, man.
This way. Mr. Williamson, gentlemen.
My lord? Sir Walter? Sir?
You live on the coast?
I do, my lord. My family have had a house there since the 18th century.
But do you know the coast, not just your own spot?
Tolerably well, sir. My father was Inspector of Coast Guards. He often took me with
We're
him.
looking for a place where there are several sets of steps running down to the beach.
What sort of steps?
Oh, steps, man, steps. For the love of God, how many sorts are there?
Well, there are lots of marine parades. They often have steps.
That won't be it. Too open, too busy.
No, we're after longer staircases and in a pretty isolated sort of place.
Oh. Well, I don't know that I can think of any.
Well, they do exist. I mean, they must.
Think, man.
Well, there's a place in Norfolk, beside a golf course.
No, it's too public.
Then I can't help you, gentlemen, unless you mean the Rough.
The Rough? What's that?
It's a big chalk headland in Kent, close to Broadstairs.
The maps, gentlemen.
Broadstairs? Quickly.
Sir, tell me what it's like, this place.
It's got a lot of villas on the top, and most of the houses have private stairs down to the beach. Very high-tone sort of spot.
Where the residents keep themselves to themselves?
Oh, yes, sir.
This one.
10 sets of stairs, and beautifully drawn. God bless cartographers.
Amen.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24. No. 5, 10...
Arthur, check the tide.
I'm ahead of you.
No.
5, 10... High tide will be about 10 minutes before Broadstairs, which makes
We're
it...
looking for 10:17.
10:17.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Gentlemen, the 39 steps. We've got them.
You're sure it's at 11?
On the dot.
And it's the last one, Uncle. Missed that and you're stuck.
Get the old jalopy round then, Bill.
Be good enough to stay exactly where you are.
I don't know who you are, chummy, but you're trespassing. This is private property.
My name is not important.
We really don't have time for riddles, old man. Train to catch and all that.
You're quite sure it isn't a boat?
The boats don't go up to Charing Cross, do they? Forgive me, don't think I've had the pleasure.
Oh, you're good. Damn good. But you gave yourself away just then. You thought I was dead. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Stay perfectly still, the pair of you.
Thank you, France.
Sir.
You will have posted men all round the house, of course.
Of course.
And they will realize, as you realize, that I can kill both of you before their bullets can reach me.
Small price to pay.
Oh, please. Spare me the brave English heroics. Carl, the boat, go.
Stop him!
Yeah.
You can call off your thugs, Sir Walter. Oh, come now. Surely you're not surprised that I know who you are. I say you can call them off.
All right, Johnson. These two aren't going anywhere.
Sir. Thank you.
The third man. Did you get the third man?
Sorry, sir.
He's safe. Away to the Ariadne with a full copy of your little secrets.
Damn clever move, blowing up the steps behind him like that.
He is gone. Your peace is gone, and we have triumphed. Der Schwarzestein ist in der Siegeskrone.
Well, I hope you bear your triumph well. When Franz gets to the Ariadne, he'll find a rather different crew to the one he's expecting. And a rather different destination, too. She's been in our hands for the last 2 hours.
My congratulations, Mr. Hannay. A most impressive operation.
Thank you. Take them away. So, there is going to be a war.
Inevitable, I'm afraid.
Scudder was right again. Could we have done anything to prevent it, do you think? What if I'd come back earlier? Suppose I'd warned Karolides.
It wouldn't have made a blind bit of difference. Things have been brewing for far too long. Scudder was right about that, too. Here.
Thanks. I don't know. I just feel there must have been something.
Hannay, if the Germans had got hold of those plans, it would have been all over in a single night. We'd have gone under before we knew it. Thanks to you, it's going to be very different. That's enough for any man.
Yes, I suppose so. Thanks.
So what will you do now?
I'll be enlisting.
There's a place for you in the department if you're interested.
No, I don't think so. I rather fancy some good, honest soldiering. Thanks anyway.
My loss.
What should we drink to? Peace?
To victory. And a better world once the smoke's cleared.
A better world.
The 39 Steps was dramatised by Bert Coules from the novel by John Buchan. Richard Hannay was played by David Robb, Sir Walter Bullivant by Tom Baker, The Hawk by Struan Roger, Sir Harry Stuart Macquarie, Charlotte Tracy Wiles, Whitaker Gordon Reed, Jopley Thomas Arnold, Williamson Philip Joseph. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The director was Bruce Young.